So we've just driven through rain, thunder and lightning from the southwest of Mallorca, from my neighbourhood, Cala Mayor, to get to the airport, where it currently isn't raining, but look what's on the way. Now, I didn't sleep a wink last night because I'm just worried about the flight today. I'm not a big fan of flying anyway, but especially in the thunderstorm. And my biggest concern today is whether we are going to get out on time or not. Anyway, it's just starting to rain here. You can hear the thunder in the distance. Let's head on into the airport and see how busy it is today. Okay, so I always say if you are going to the airport and the weather is really bad, just give a little bit of extra time for your journey, because the roads can clog up quite quickly. Luckily we're flying on a Saturday morning, so we don't have that problem today. We don't have the rush hour traffic. My goodness me, the airport is looking busy. We've got lots of people coming in today, a lot of people leaving the island. Of course, it's coming to the end of the summer holiday season over here in Mallorca. Just going to have a quick look at the check-in desks. I'm just going to take a quick look at EasyJet. We're not flying EasyJet today. We're on the Ryanair Express. And do you know what? It's not looking too busy over here for the EasyJet queue. They are queuing at the far end. Doesn't look too bad though for this time of year. Anyway, come on, let's head on up to departures. Okay, so the wait over at security doesn't look too bad at all. It's only showing a 2-minute wait. Now you can really hear the rain pounding down on the roof here at the airport. Check this out. Oh, that is a lot of water falling. My goodness me. I don't have a good feeling about the flight today, but let's see what happens. So before we head through security, look, I'm just showing you the smoking area over here in Palma Airport. Goodness me, this is supposed to be a covered area. I think they've got a few leaks in the roof here. It's absolutely teeming it down. Anyway, come on, let's head on through security. Are we going to make it out of here on time? I'm not so sure. Well, security took, as the sign said, about 2 minutes to get through. It's very, very fast today, which is really good to see. Anyway, we've come out of duty free now. It's actually, as it normally is, rather busy in this area. Let's just take a quick look at our flight and see if we've got any updates to the flight. Now, I'm most worried about the flight coming in. I think we've got the Ryanair flight coming in from Bristol. So of course that's going to have to land in this storm before we can take off. So our flight should be going out at 11:05, but it's showing the boarding time to be 5 to 12. So by the time we leave, I think we're going to have about an hour and a half delay. We can see that we're not going to get any gate info now for 90 minutes, and that's probably because of the massive storm that's going on outside. Anyway, I'd rather fly out when the storm has passed over, so I don't actually really mind the delay too much today. So, as we've got no massive rush today to get through to Terminal A, or Module A, where the flights to the UK fly out of, we're going to go and just have a mooch around the shops. And just outside of duty free here, we've got Mango. My daughter's headed straight in there. Let's go and see what's new for the season. Okay, so I think we've just about got out of Mango unscathed without having to spend a fortune. Anyway, come on, let's keep going. Let's see what else there is around today. I did anticipate the storm today, so I downloaded some stuff into my phone, some podcasts, TV series, I've got a book, and also I've got my laptop so I can work as well. So with the amount of flight delays today, the airport of course is going to feel a lot busier than it should do. We've got a lot of people milling around here. All the restaurants and cafes are super busy. Lots of people sitting around as well on the floors. We're actually going to go and have a quick look over in Terminal C because, well, we've got quite a wait on our hands. Let's go and check out the shops over there. Let's see how many people are heading down through Terminal C. Now, Terminal C at the moment, during the summer season, carries flights heading on over to Germany, to Italy, to other European countries. And in the winter, as I said, all the flights to the UK are going to be funneled through here too, but not today. But we're going to go and check out the shops, see if they've got anything worth looking at. Now it looks like a flight has actually managed to come in over here in Terminal C. I see a whole stream of people coming through the airport. So it looks like something's been able to land. Oh my goodness me, I thought I'd just come up to the window here so we can look outside at the storm. It looks like we're flying in the middle of the night here because it is completely dark outside, but no. So this is 10 o'clock in the morning. You can barely see outside, actually. You can see a few lights are on the runway. We've got a few Eurowings planes just lined up here. My goodness, it's absolutely teeming it down. And my goodness, you just see the lightning there. I'm really glad that we're in the airport terminal because I really wouldn't want to be outside at the moment. And the poor people over here at Palma Airport having to work in these conditions. Now, bad news, my daughter's just spotted a Starbucks over here in Terminal C. I'm pretty sure there isn't one over in Terminal A, which is kind of why I wanted the fast track over there, but she's pretty insistent we came over here, and that this is why. Oh my goodness, I told you, delays at the airport can get expensive. So bearing in mind, a coffee over at Bristol Airport is in the region of £5, just checking out the prices here. A small latte is €4.70 or a small cappuccino is €4.90, which isn't too bad. Yeah, and just check out the price of a cinnamon roll here, €4.40. Is it just me, or is everything really expensive in 2024? Maybe it's just me. And look, this is why I always recommend bringing food to the airport with you. €8.90 for a ham baguette with tomato. It's not even a big one either, it's tiny. Oh my goodness, so basically I've got a small chai tea latte, a small cappuccino and one cookie for €14.52. I didn't add that up in my head before I agreed to buying that today. Anyway, so we're in for a long wait, luckily I've packed some other food as well, so anyway, let's grab these and go. Just taking another look before we head down towards Terminal A. Check this out, look. It is lashing it down, oh my goodness. More lightning, more thunder. Okay, so just a very quick reminder here about the flights delays and cancellation policy that you have if you're going through Palma Airport, or indeed any airport actually in Europe, if we do have bad weather like we've got today. And I can see we've already picked up a 2-hour delay. I don't know if that delay is going to get any worse, but this is otherwise known as a force majeure. It's an act of God. Weather is something that isn't controlled by the airlines. It's not controlled by the airport either. So I'm afraid we're not entitled to any compensation, which is a bit of a shame because after getting this Starbucks coffee, could have done with a bit of compensation today. But anyway, the only thing is, and I'm just going to remind you as well, that if you do have a ticket booked with an airline that is really badly delayed, they still have a responsibility to get you to your destination. So if our flight does get cancelled, we do have the right to either pick up another Ryanair flight, the next Ryanair flight to wherever we're flying to, and we can switch onto that free of charge, or we can ask for refunds and just get our money back and maybe cancel our trip, which obviously I don't want to do, or we can get to our destination in the quickest way possible, and that even means going on a different airline as well. So we would then have to buy the tickets and then apply for a refund from Ryanair, but we just would not be entitled to any compensation. Now I'm hoping it's not going to come to all of that because we're only going to the UK for a few days. We're only going for half of half term, and then we're coming back here for Halloween. So my daughter's got plans. She wants to be back here on the island with her friends. So I really hope that we get out of here on Saturday. Like I said, the weather's going to be getting better today. The storms we have here don't tend to last for too long. So hopefully we should get an update about our flight very soon. So anyway, I'm going to finish off the coffee, then we're going to head on over towards border control because I actually figured out I can't carry the case and hold this and film at the same time. So coffee first, than the border control. Anyways, I shall catch you later on the other side over in Terminal A. So pretty much most of the flights today, I'd say probably about 80% of the flights are actually delayed. Look, you can see we've got a few last calls though. There are a few flights leaving from Terminal D which are heading over towards like Barcelona or Madrid. They're going out, but however, the problem is all the other flights. Now, as I said before, I suspect it's because of the flights coming in to pick up passengers to then go back to their destination. So for example, our flight, which is probably coming in from Bristol this morning, is late in, which means that we're going to be late out. Now, we're seeing a boarding time here of 12:30, which is in an hour and a half, but we're going to head on through to Terminal A now, just in case there's a little bit of a queue getting through border control. So here we go again. Let's go and try another terminal for the day. We didn't get over to Terminal D, to the Spanish side, but hopefully we'll be back in the winter to maybe make a trip over to mainland Spain. Maybe I'll make a video about it. We shall see. Anyways, as we head towards Terminal A here, it's actually quite busy in this area. Well, it is all the way around. We've got loads of people sitting around. But look, you can see quite a lack of seating over here. My goodness, I've never seen so many people sitting around. So it's looking pretty busy heading on down to Terminal A, and I'm going to guess here there's not going to be that much seating over there either. If we've got the backup of the flights, of course we're going to get all the other passengers coming in for flights later on in the day arriving at the airport now. Kind of why we hung around Terminal C for an hour actually. It's a little bit more open, a little bit more spacious and spread out. Oh, what, my goodness me, look at the huge amount of people at the far end of this queue. I think this is going to be busy today. I cannot believe the amount of people that's just sitting down outside of Terminal A here before the passport control. I don't know whether these people have had their flights cancelled or whether they're just a little bit delayed. Lots of very fed up people here actually. It's not looking great. So, travellers with children under the age of 18 have to go through the manual security checks, which means that we're all in a huge queue here. If you don't have kids, you can just go through the electronic passport checks on the far side. We've got lots of passport gates. We currently have, just counting the police, we've got 4 police in little Policía Nacional booths. So I'm guessing here we've got about a 15 or 20 minute wait. It's not too bad. Actually, it could be a lot worse, and I have heard that it has been a lot worse during the summer. And look, right in front of me here, so we're in the queue, I can actually see the new machines that have been installed for the new entry-exit system, the biometric fingerprints and photo checkers. You can see the red X's on the screen there. Obviously they're not in use. Will they be used in 2024 in the end? I'm not sure. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already for all the latest airport travel updates from over here in Spain and elsewhere. Okay, so that wait wasn't too bad today. Interesting to see those new biometric and photo checkers as well, right by the police booth, ready to spring into action for next year. I do say that with a hint of sarcasm though. Anyway, look, you can just see the passport stamping area for those who are non-residents. Okay, let's head on through to duty free. A little bit quieter over here in Terminal A. Not so many people shopping as you'll find over in Terminal C. And look, we've got a whole sunglasses area too. Heading off to the UK, you're not going to need these today, I don't think. But like I said, I don't always think that buying in duty free is going to be the cheapest option. I don't think it's the case over here in Palma Airport. Now, this is just what I had been dreading, is that Terminal A is actually quite small. And of course, with the flight delays that we've got today, it's also really, really busy. Look, there's not a single table free over here. Oh my goodness. Let's just have a quick look at the board. Do we have an update? All I can see is that we've got a delay on our flight over here to Bristol, and that is it. But look, just about everywhere else is delayed. We've got a whole border flight delays. Although saying that, I can see that an East Midlands flight, a Leeds Bradford flight has gone out, and an Exeter flight have gone out. So can't believe it. I've just made a massive rookie mistake because our flight's been delayed by 2 hours. And I've just received a notification from Ryanair saying that we are entitled to food or drink vouchers, and we've basically got €4 each to spend on refreshments over here in the airport. Now they have given us a list of recommended outlets where we can actually redeem these vouchers, and it's all done electronically as well via the app, so we're not given any kind of like paper printout or anything like that. But it does not include Starbucks, which is hilarious. And as my daughter very rightly pointed out as well, that Starbucks is probably the biggest money maker over here in Palma Airport. So of course, I don't think you can even get a coffee for €4 over there anyway. But we're going to go and see what we can get for €4. We're going to see if at least we can just get a bottle of water. I'm not hungry in the slightest either. I just want to get out of here. So anyway, let's go and check out what Terminal A is like today. And I'm going to guess as well, as we head on around the corner, there are not going to be very many places to sit. This is quite a small terminal, which is why I much prefer Terminal C. Terminal C is a lot bigger, it's a lot more spread out, there's plenty of seating. Over here it's a little bit more cramped in, so let's go and see how busy it is today. And as predicted, it's a bit of a nightmare over here. Look, it's really busy. I'm trying to find somewhere actually where there's some free seating. It's going to be tricky. Now, if we do have some flights going out, and I can actually see a TUI flight boarding just over here, just around gate 20. Hopefully it's going to free up some of these seats, which is good news for all of us who are delayed. But look, further down the airport here, we've got Burger King. I can see a few free seats. I think we're going to go and grab one of those in just a minute. Now, I'm just coming up past the special assistance area, looking quite busy today. They've got lots of staff on, which is really good to see. Don't forget, I will be emailing Palma Airport as well, all about special assistance travel this past summer. I do want to get some feedback for you guys who have left comments on the channel, but more on that in another video. So looking out across the runway, I can see it's still raining. I can actually see a TUI flight is boarding. Look, we've got a Jet2 flight taking off at the moment as well. Now, how much do I hope that we do get an air bridge today to take us onto the flight? I don't know what's going to happen, but we could be getting wet this afternoon. Okay, so let's go and see if we can redeem our flight vouchers over here in Subway. Oh my goodness, look at the price of this. Look at this, look. €12 for a tuna sandwich. Oh my word. Or, look, bargain, €8 for a bacon sandwich. I think we're just going to get a drink actually, because I'm really not hungry at all. So let's see if we can get a couple of waters. And look, check this out. Everyone wants the water, it's unavailable. Okay, we're going to go and try somewhere else. Now, I've just seen a little cookie stall here, and I can see some water in the fridge. Let's see if we can just pick this up from Subway instead of trading around the other food outlets. Okay, so each bottle of water was €4.45. Had to pay 90 cents. Sure, at the end of the day, you're not actually saving anything, because don't forget we've got the machines here where you can actually pick up a bottle of water for €1.50. So cheers Ryanair, at least we're staying hydrated. Okay, so I can see a gate number now. We're boarding over at A10. Boarding starts at 12:27. Okay, so we've just got down towards A10, and if you're wondering where the pub is over here in Terminal A, it's right down the end. We've got an Irish bar here, an Irish sports bar, O'Leary's. They've got some TVs on as well. They've got some basketball on the screens. Might be worth knowing if you are delayed to come down this area. I can also see as well they've got the special assistance area right down the end as well. They've got special assistance at both ends of Terminal A. There's literally nowhere to sit. Anyway, I'm happy standing. We've got like a 2-hour flight sitting down on the way back to Bristol. So the queuing has started over at gate A10. Looks like we're now going to be getting out just with this 2-hour delay, but I can't actually see a Ryanair flight join to the air bridge over here, so I'm hoping we're not going to get bussed out to the runway. It's still throwing it down outside.
Priority, non-priority, it is very clear.
Okay, so check this out, look, you can't really see actually, we've got an air bridge today. We don't have to get the bus out to the middle of the runway, thank goodness. Just looking out across the airport here, just while everyone's boarding, I can see a glimmer of sunshine actually, and a little bit of blue sky in the distance. I think finally the weather is clearing. Now, the Ghana Ryanair desk as well, so that we were lucky to get out because quite a few flights have been really severely delayed today. We've just had this 2-hour wait, and it looks like we're going to be heading off soon. Now we can just see the building works that are taking place over at Palma Airport. Looks like we're expanding it quite considerably. But anyway, we're hightailing it to the runway now. So in total, we have had a 3-hour delay leaving Palma Airport today, but I can't complain because the storm has passed over. I'm trying to look at this positively. We're not going home for long, but at least we're not having too much of a bumpy ride out of here. At least I hope not anyway. I hope that storm has moved off in the direction of either Italy or Switzerland and it's not going up through France and on our route. But anyway, let's see what this flight is like today. And check out the amount of cruise ships we have in port today. My goodness, Palma is going to be absolutely packed. If you want to see what Palma is like on a cloudy and a rainy day, particularly when we have the cruise ships in, I'll drop a link to a video below. I suspect we're going to have a lot of holiday makers heading into the city today. Views aren't too fantastic today. You can see we're just coming down over Palma Nova. We can see the St Lucia Hotel, the Santa Lucia Hotel. We're going to swing round into Magaluf in just a second. And what a shame we've got the low clouds hanging over the resort. But like I said, at least the sun is out. last time I came on the Ryanair flight, I wasn't very well for a couple of days, and this is why. I think because they have such a high turnaround of flights and never actually get a chance to clean the aircrafts properly. I don't know what that is. I'm not even going to leave the tray table down. I've got some anti-bac gel, just slathered ourselves in it, but I'm not going to eat anything on this flight either. Anyway, a couple of hours that we're going to be in the UK. So like I said, we'll be pretty lucky today, but not great flying conditions and pretty rubbish views too. I can't believe that the sun is shining over here in Bristol. Why is that always the case? Why, whenever we have rain in Palma, it's sunny over here in the UK? I'm not complaining though, I've got to admit. I can't remember the last time I've seen blue skies over here in the UK. It's always raining. So coming through Bristol Airport today, well, it's very, very quiet here. It looks like we're the only flight coming in. Maybe because we're 3 hours late. Maybe everyone's already passed through. But anyway, everyone, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my flight video. Catch my flight on the way back through Bristol Airport in a few days' time. Hopefully that'll run a little bit more smoothly. And here's something I never say when we come into the UK. We're going to head out into the sunshine now. I shall see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.